Rome, the herald, the mother, the guardian of civilization and of the eternal values of life, called the capital of the world, whose destiny is a mystery unfolded through the centuries.
Welcome to Rome and welcome to the Angelicum.
The Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas. Its origin is in the medieval Studium Generale, founded by St. Thomas Aquinas. The Angelicum is a Dominican university, founded by the Order of Friars Preachers, to give expression to the order's gospel charism of preaching and teaching the truth of Jesus Christ to all nations.
Well, the motto of the order is Veritas, which is truth. I think that's the great challenge, if you like, in university, studying theology, the task to bring together piety, prayer, and serious intellectual research and search.
Pope John Paul II is one of the university's renowned alumni. He has said of the university, "Beloved, this is your great mission, initial and ongoing formation under the influence of God's grace, by means of the light and strength of the Spirit. From the Trinitarian mystery itself springs the power of your spirituality, which can form the mind and heart of the true evangelizer for our time."
They don't teach unless they have been contemplating it, and they contemplate what they teach. And so what is taught, the theology, is the basis for their prayer, but it's also the source of their prayer, so they can pray over the material.
Its 1,500-member student body, drawn from 98 different countries, is a microcosm of the universal church.
I have benefited from education at other universities, but I must say that there's a sense of care for the person in this university.
It's very educational. It's very layperson friendly on the one hand, but also you become aware of your own distinct role as opposed to different roles in the church.
Because I like the fact that there's people from all over the world, and I like that very international atmosphere, because then you see really what they think from all these different places, how they contribute to the thought of what we're studying, and I think that's very enriching.
The physical environment of the Angelicum, with its cloistered gardens and its water fountains, makes it very congenial to study here. And there's a great peacefulness around.
As you look around the cloister during the breaks between classes, you'll see many women in all sorts of religious habits and all sorts of lay garb. There's more and more here, and they really are having quite an impact, I think.
One important fact for me is to be able to experience the lectures in my own language, because there's going to be certain meanings and nuances of language that, if it's your first language, are going to touch your heart.
To participate in his worship of the Father, acting in his person then, the priest is going to do the things that Jesus does that brings about the possibility of worshiping the Father.
Angelicum teaches or gives the teaching of the church. The Dominicans, as a teaching congregation of others, they are always in line. They always teach what the Catholic Church is always teaching, what is always in line with Catholic teaching.
The Angelicum's strength over all the universities, it combines the dogmatic moral theology with pastoral practice.
I think the whole virtue-driven Thomistic system, particularly the moral system that's taught here, has really changed the way that I pray, even the way I look at who I'm about in the church.
The kind of students who come show great interest in ecumenism. And we know how committed the Pope is to the unity of Christians. We thought it would be right and very helpful to the Church if we had this section.
As everywhere in the world, library is the heart of the university.
Like the angelic doctor himself, today's students learn by opening the classic books of revelation, of nature, and of experience, which disclose the inner book of the Church's living tradition, a tradition of God's Word made flesh and dwelling amongst us. The university's renowned faculties of theology, philosophy, canon law, and social science, reflected in the learning, serve to foster the emerging global civilization of love, the Holy Father's new springtime of the Church.
Among the Angelicum's former students, there was the present Supreme Pontiff John Paul II, many cardinals, as the Cardinal Pickwick, Cardinal Dow from the United States, Cassidy from Australia, and many archbishops and bishops, superiors of religious congregation, professors in seminaries, everywhere in the world.
Our foundress, Mother Teresa, she saw that Angelicum had a doctrine to give, especially to her priests, in order to work to the poorest of the poor.
The Dominicans who direct the university seek to continue the same spirit of truth inspired by the great saints of the order, such as Dominic, Catherine of Siena, Albert the Great, and others.
I never really had a true sense of the universal church until I came here. At the Angelicum, we have students from Africa, Asia, Europe, the Americas, and you really get a sense of the universal church, but how really alive and well the Spirit is in the church.
The Angelicum is a pontifical university, staunchly loyal to the Holy Father and to the Church's magisterium. It is Dominican, personally and prayerfully penetrating the truth of Jesus Christ and discovering that light beyond the natural and knowledge infused by grace.